All right. Chua. Here we go. Starting another live transmission. Let me get this window to be back on. What's this? Okay. We're getting started, preparing ourselves. And this is because I missed my live yesterday, and I'll explain that in a bit here. I just want to make sure everything's first going and recording. Looks like we got sound and we got family coming in. Yeah, okay, so we've gotten started, and this is going to be interesting. We're going to talk about the soul, the higher consciousness, the higher self, because there's a lot of distortion out there in the New Age channeling movement, in spiritual systems. This concept is a little bit off. And so we're going to be talking about it from the innerchristos law of one point of view. And that key word there is inner. You will find the higher self by going inside yourself. Okay, by going into a space of stillness, and you would say this is sort of like a calling to your higher self, putting an intention to your higher self. And so I welcome all of you guys to this conversation tonight, and kick back, relax. We have a beautiful, loving community here of starseeds and indigo children. And so, and you guys, I just want to say sorry about last night. And this happened before when I had a drum circle. And I went to, and the reason why I couldn't really live stream my drum circle is because it was very, very windy. I got there early, so I had time to set up, and they didn't even have the fire or anything, so it was still windy. Very, very windy. I don't know how many miles an hour, but it died down a little bit later, but I was already dancing and getting exhausted. I wasn't going to do a live after that point. But I always told you guys, if I don't do my live on Saturday, I'll do it on Sunday. Okay, so here we are. And I know some of you are understanding. Peace to all of those. Family, let me say hello to everyone. I actually got really sore from the drum circle, man. My body is aching, Monster Quinn, yes, Holy One. It takes me sometimes about 15 minutes when I start the live. It takes me a little bit to get started, so yes. Thank you for being here, by the way. Ancient University Divinity. Thank you for existing, Ancient University. You're so kind. You're loving. And that's where we need more of love in this world, right? Monster Quinn. And I know your other usernames, sister. So thank you for being here. It's good to see you again, right? Celine Machiwa. One of my moderators. Thank you for being here, Celine. Sorry if I kept you waiting yesterday. Or anyone who was waiting, like, where's he at, right? I am him. Greetings, Holy One. Good to have you. Galactic Guardians, Machiwa, Big Yut, and Benji in the house. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, Indigo Vato Loco. What's up, brother? And I will talk about the drum circle. Thank you for asking. Amy Felice, love you too, sister. Good to have you here and sharing space with us. Pink Lemon in the house. And maybe we'll get new people here because we're doing it on a Sunday, right? There's a reason for everything. It all comes out to be, energetic response. Jeffrey. Oh, Benji, my lessons went far last week. Well, I'm glad I can help some of you. That's why I'm here. This is a service to others. And so that makes me happy. Thank you for that feedback, Benji. Jeffrey, good to have you back. If it's been a while, good to have you. Just so you guys know, I do 33 souls online. That's another awesome. You guys, I've been seeing 333s, 111s, and like for real. There's only 2 111s in the day, but I got, on the clock if you're looking at the clock. But I keep getting them. I keep lining up with the 11s and 333s. And when I see 333s, I get really excited. That's triple trinity, and it's very positive energy for me. I mean, for anybody, but I'm just saying for me, it's one of my favorite numbers. It's like I see that number, I'm like, what's up? 40-year-old dork in the house. Robin Kirk. Don't forget to smash that like button, holy ones. Let's get that started, that energy pumped up. And Liren homies. Yeah, claim that master number. That's what it is. It's a master number. And got the candle, and let me just do the charcoal. So yeah, you guys, the drum circle was awesome, and it was the second one of the year. And speaking of ones, it was the 111th drum circle in this group. 111. Another 111, right? Besides it being windy, it was okay. Everything else was okay. And the bonfire, we create this circle of rocks and put the bonfire in a safe place. And people, with their free will, they'll bring free firewood for us to burn, or a crate, someone who's no longer using a wooden crate. Excellent firewood. We got to deal with the nails. We take, they'll be left over and we'll clean them up. And so imagine a circle, right? Basically a circle, and on one end is the drummers. And they have their cars pulled up so they can unload their drums and equipment. And then people will just start coming and setting up a little area for themselves, like lay down some cloth, or I use those things you use for tents or camping and stuff, and tarps. And you can put a little chair and put your little food or belongings, or your drum if you have a drum. You don't have to have a drum to go to drum circle. There's a lot of people just watching it and kind of like having a celebration, a community. And so, yeah, it bummed me out. I really wanted to film for you guys. Once I get started, I'm in the zone. I'm like, at the beginning, I'm like the main dancer, because I'm just in spirit. I'm just in my zone, and I'm not saying, it's part of me. It's part of who I am, not some spirit coming outside, okay? This is me inside, and it just goes on fire. Like usual, I do all my protection. I do my innerchristos shield and put those intentions out before I even start. It was blessed. It was a positive experience. So I recommend that you guys on your journey check out some drum circles. And most people at drum circles are on a spiritual lifestyle. You might meet some friends. And I will do these probably twice a month. It should be twice a month, or maybe it's once a month. But I know that there is some drum circles in Vegas that I could travel to that were in a park. So I think there's one coming up. I should have no problems doing a live then. But I even forgot my tripod, you guys, so I couldn't film anyways without my tripod, But here we are, and tonight's topic is about the higher self and connecting to the higher self. Finding out what that is. Because we talk about this on Christos Avatar about multidimensional selves. Okay? You have literally 1,728. If you counted them, count all your selves in other time vectors, in other places, dimensions, you have 1,728 minimum. All beings do. Doesn't matter if you're a cricket, potato bug, a skunk, your neighbor, some axe murderer, a fallen angel, Y'all have other selves. Y'all have 1,728 selves. Now, maybe the ladybug is a ladybug here, but up there it's not. You're a human looking like this here, but up there you look like an alien. Higher up, you look like an angel. Higher up than that, you look like an archangel. You see, you exist here, you exist there simultaneously in the now, in the presence. So go in the presence, go in the now, go into mindfulness, aware of yourself, aware of self, aware of selves. Start being mindful of selves. Okay? When you start thinking about them, start visualizing them, you become connected. That connection becomes more focused. And so one of the most powerful factors in manifestation is intention. Okay, so we live in a 15-dimensional time matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We live in 15 dimensions. Okay, most of us, we really just talk about 12 because 13, 14, and 15 dimension are the unified, the solar rishi beings. They're the ones who create planets and aliens. So we usually just talk about 1 through 12. So 1 through 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you're in 3. So the soul, okay? So we're talking about the soul level is the one density above you. Because out of 15, you have five universes, 5 density universes. So density universe 1, density universe 2, density universe 3, 4, and 5. Each one of these has 3 dimensions. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're in the 3rd dimension of density universe 1. Okay? So your soul is in density universe 2, dimensions 4, astral, 5, archetype, 6, angelic. This is tonight's topic. This is what the soul is. This is what the higher self is. Anything above the 3 dimension is really a higher self than this self. This self is a 3D self. These selves are higher. Okay? Anything above the 3D self is a higher self. Out of 1,728, that's a lot. Because we know we have 144 here. So I'm looking for a calculator. I'll just use my computer calculator. I guess some of you can do this in your head. It's not a big deal. 1,728 minus 144. Because that's how many we live here. We're talking about all the ones above here. But technically speaking, this number is not accurate because I have to, times 2 because of the parallel. So 144 times 2. Gosh, my numbers all are messed up on the calculator. Okay, that's 288. I can do that in my head. Okay, so 1,728 minus 288. I think it's 1440, but my 1728 minus 288. You have 1,440 higher selves. Okay? You have 1,440 higher selves. Completely, you have, including the 144 here, it'd be 1,728. But you have 1,440 selves that are higher than you here. Check that out. Okay, that's a lot of other selves. Thank you for those hearts, Holy One. And that love, that kindness, the sweetness. We have those are your higher selves. Now, you would have 288, because we talk about parallel. I don't want to confuse too many people, so let's just say 144 here in the particle universe. You have 144 selves in your soul. That's just one part of you, the soul. The soul is distorted in religion and New Age. Has no clue what is the soul. Yes, the New Age knows about higher consciousness, but they don't know what the hell a soul is. Excuse my language. They don't know what in the world is a soul. Religion has no idea what is a soul. Can you visualize the soul? What do you think the soul looks like? Okay? This concept of the soul it needs to be realized. The soul is not, what do you imagine? It looks like your body, but it's made of energy. Okay? It's not some shell. It's not something that's somewhere in your head or in your body. What is the soul? Okay? Now we know we have bodies with each of our aura. The red ray has a red aura around your body. The orange ray has an orange body around you. The yellow ray has a yellow. Well, the soul is green, blue, and indigo. Okay, your soul is the green ray, blue ray, indigo ray. This is the soul, and they would be parts of your aura. Okay, now we're honing in. We're getting closer to defining what is the soul. It is a consciousness. One of the important things to know about the soul is that it's a level of consciousness. And we just said what it was: fourth dimensional consciousness, fifth dimensional consciousness, and sixth dimensional consciousness. The guardian angelic nations, the indigo children, they call the soul a consciousness that you go through in your spiritual journey. So we talk about the soul here only because it's the soul consciousness, not some spirit ghost Casper thing. It's a consciousness indwelling the 3D body. It's the soul that indwells this incarnate. See, down here, chakra 1, chakra 2, and chakra 3 is the incarnate. We're not souls here. The incarnate is the incarnate. The soul is the soul. Soul. 4, 5, 6 is a soul. 1, 2, 3 is incarnate. It is the soul inside incarnate bodies. The soul goes in, projects its consciousness, a piece, one of 12 little pieces. You know, a DNA strand is a strand. Well, lifetimes that you live in incarnate are substrands. Pieces of your soul. So one soul is going to project 12 lives into the incarnate level. And they're going to be in pairs of gender twins. You're a twin of a part of yourself. So your soul projects 6 pairs, that's 12 beings. In the incarnate level. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy. Wait, did I say it right? It should be 12. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Some of those are soulmates. Some of them are twin flames. Okay? So it is your soul who creates 12 lives, projects itself into pieces of itself, and ascension, spiritual ascension, is bringing all of these back together. Now let me show you a diagram so you can visualize some of this. Let me lay down the incense. I didn't lay it down. This is the rattle I use at the drum circle, but I also use a smaller one now that's not so obnoxious. I mean, not so big. So here's some gold copal. Got a big piece there. Here is some myrrh. So we're going to have frankincense and myrrh. Benzoin. A couple pieces of benzoin. There's my frankincense. Just want my amber. And a lot of people thought at the drum circle this incense was so awesome. And why wouldn't they, right? Yeah, a lot of people were making comments about the incense that I burned. Because not everyone's bringing around incense resins. I was the only one. Everyone else is using stick incense. Like typical, right? Mochiwa. So one of the things that people do is a lot of people do is they go and ask other people what they are. Okay? They'll ask a tarot card reader, a psychic palm reader. They'll try to invocate spirits. They'll channel information. You know. Of course. Okay, you guys, you don't need to do past life regression. You can if you want to. The best thing to do is, well, the interesting thing about if you're working with a hypnotist, it's different when they're actually getting the information inside of you. But if you're asking someone to read you and give you a reading, you guys, the most important thing is to find out from your soul itself. You just learned tonight, some of you of course already know this stuff. You just learned that this is the soul. These 3 chakra are your soul level, which each one, the green one creates a green aura around this body. Then there's the blue aura, and then there's an indigo aura. That is your soul. But beyond the soul, beyond indigo ray, you can have a violet ray over soul, a gold ray over soul, and a silver ray over soul. Then you get into the higher avatar stuff. Dark blue, dark silver, and pure white. But we're focusing on these 3 chakra. The heart, the embers. I mean, darn, I mean, say damn. That's really strong. It just took my breath away. It was on top, so it wasn't burning first. Now it's burning really good. Cheers. Matsuts. So, instead of going to someone to read your palm, go into a space of meditation and stillness and focus on your heart chakra, your throat chakra, and your third eye chakra. That's after you placed intention. Put intention, I want to connect to myself, my soul. I want to know what my soul is, who I am. Ask your soul. Get in a dialogue with your soul. Put that intention, soul, please let me know who I am. Right? Say it in your own words. Say it, whatever your question is about who you are. Okay? Because once you develop yourself, you guys, you activate DNA on your spiritual journey. And when you do that, it brings back your memory naturally. It's a natural process. Because the reason why we don't remember on Earth is because of the distortion happening in the planetary grids. A long, long, long time ago, we have mutated DNA because of it. You have mutated, when your body's mutated, DNA, your consciousness is mutated. We have mutated body and consciousness on Earth. That's why we don't remember. You could say there's blocks on certain substrands in our DNA. There's something called DNA blocks. The guardians have blocked us for certain reasons, and the fallen angelics have blocked us. We made a lot of mistakes. That's why the guardians, we are the guardians. This is the guardian project. The guardians project themselves here. This is why they can do something like put a frequency fence around the planet. They're not going against our free will. They are the people incarnating here. It is our project. We put blocks in ourselves because of, in the human version of us. So, there was a war because of this. Some of them said, no, don't let the humans out. Block them. There was a war over that with the Elohim and the Anunnaki. And the Syrian Council was part of that. And so I don't want to go off on a tangent, but just know that we can't remember because it's shut off from us. Now, people who are some of you do know past lives because you are opening the higher selves, the higher chakra. You want higher consciousness. You want to know who you are. You want to connect to your higher self. Here it is. This is your soul. This is your higher self. It is your soul who's going to tell you who you are. Not some tarot card reader, not some birth chart, not some astrology. Okay, you guys, you find this within yourself. You find who you are. Because that's the only way it's going to even make a difference. If someone else tells you, it doesn't make a difference. You're still the same, but you're relying on what someone told you. You need to find out what yourself tells you. And so this is an important part of your journey. So much respect to your guys' journey. And we will get lit tonight. Cosmic Kev, Tracy, Empress of Fire, Love, Boogaloo Weed. Have you been to Agartha? Actually, a lot of indigo children are coming out of Agartha. And there's another New Age distortion. Agartha is only one place in inner Earth. There is inner Earth. That's what the Guardians call it. New Agers will just say Agartha or Telos. You guys, it's called inner Earth. And a part of inner Earth, a part of it is Agartha. A part of it is Shambhala Islands. A part of it is different nations. I'm just trying to bring clarity. Agartha is only one place in inner Earth. So I'm just answering your question from that point of view. Some of them are coming from Agartha, and some of them are coming from other parts of inner Earth. And so someone's going to get lit, right? Yes, some beings are coming out of this. Actually, our whole planet was populated by inner Earth races. The 12 empires started there and came and made 12 empires on Earth. Okay, so 12 nations, 12 tribes. 12 tribes of 12,000. 144,000. That's the original, you would say, the beginning of the genetic hybridization and the human seeding on Earth. Okay, we're not from Earth. We got seeded here. And so this is kind of like, how you have a regular planet and then a fallen version, like a phantom version. Well, you could have a planet that descended, and that's another version. So we didn't come from planet Earth. We're trying to return back to Tara. So in the genetic hybridization, I want to go back to that question. I'm sorry. Because somebody asked about Agartha. Maybe there's so many people who wrote already. I don't. What about Agartha? Oh, you just asked what about Agartha. Okay. What about it? I mean, how does that relate to tonight's topic? Anyways, I'm just wondering. 88. If anyone likes 8s, there's 2 8s. What about Agartha and higher self? You would say some of your higher selves are in Agartha, inner Earth. And so That would be like a fourth dimensional self. A lot of our time in fourth dimension is spent in inner earth. And that's higher than this. We're 3D, they're in 4D. Inner earth is in the 4D time period. So, and that's what inner earth is. It's a time period of our world. But it was created by the Guardians, which is explained in Voyagers 2. And it talks about, it might be in Voyagers 1, but because it explains about the sphere of Amenti and how that was used in our ascension process, in the genetic hybridization of Earth. And so this was starting with inner Earth that brought out the races to the surface Earth. So the inner Earth is where it started, but just know that that's a fourth dimensional level. It's actually 3.5 on its way to become 4. So that's the Guardians call that a frequency modulation zone, and it has something to do with the sun. It's not even in Earth, and you can read about that in Voyagers. And we'll have Celine or Indigo give you links to that, and there's a free download for Voyagers 1 and Voyagers 2. And so, yeah, hopefully that answered some of your question. I don't know what you mean by medium Earth, soul. I don't know what you mean by medium Earth. Maybe you can write it in the comments. There's Earth, and then there's parallel Earth, and there's phantom Earth, because there is a phantom Earth. And so we also have parallel Earths. Parallel would mean other versions. Earth becomes Tara, Tara becomes Gaia, Gaia becomes Armatena. But it's all part of the same consciousness, but at different levels of itself. So, thank you, Indigo, for sharing that. Indigo shared you guys the Voyagers books. Cosmic Kev. I said the same thing, Cosmic Kev. Voyagers 2 changed my life. It totally blew my mind open to so many things that I wasn't getting from New Age. I wasn't getting from religion. And it just answered many, well, in general, generally speaking, the Emerald Order teachings answered all of my questions, man. Because we are awakening starseeds and indigos, and we're so frustrated because we're not getting what we need. We're not getting the truth. The innerchristos Emerald Order teachings, Voyagers, are going to solve that problem for you. At least it did for me and for a lot of people like Kev here. That's not a paid testimony. We're not getting paid for that. We're just saying, hey, this is where you want to start. And learn about the soul and consciousness and energy, because you're not getting it from New Age, you guys. They're not getting it from religion. They talk about the soul, but they have no clue what it is, the soul. They talk about the Holy Spirit. Okay? So you are learning that it is part of consciousness. And we know right away that consciousness has to do with your chakra. And the Guardians don't call them chakra, but we'll use the word chakra. They call them Templar. The Templar is who you are. And this is a multidimensional existence. And your chakras are part of that multidimensional existence. And so when you want to look at the higher ones, well, look at what's above where you're embodied. Humans are embodied in 3D. So go to the higher level. That's a psychic perception. When you don't have the heart chakra opened, it's, they're a circular vortice or a star tetrahedron, a gateway. It's described as a spinning wheel. Okay? How much of it is opened? A tiny bit, a little pinhole of energy coming through, it's still going to make a difference. Some people have nothing because they don't even have strand 4. You cannot have a chakra 4 when, what I'm saying is, you know how the online, the new age, they have all these pictures of the chakra. Lovely, beautiful 7 chakras. It's total BS. Okay? And I'll tell you why. Because if most humans are in the 3D, that's only 3 chakras, homie. That's only 3 colors in your aura. Red, orange, and yellow. You ain't going to have no blue in your green in your aura, or blue in your aura, or indigo in your aura, if you don't have those consciousness opened. If you don't even have the strand. If you don't have the strand, you don't even have the chakra activated. It's in a dormant state. And you see, this is DNA that's in your junk DNA. But if you're indigo child from another world, coming from the 4th dimension, coming from the 5th dimension or the 6th dimension, and come into the fetus of your mother's womb and grow into a baby, you will have that in your aura. But the human earth seeds do not have a 4th strand yet. They don't have a green ray yet. They don't have a blue ray yet. Certainly, if you don't have this one, you don't have this one. And if you don't have this one, you're not going to have the 6th one. You have to have a 4th green ray astral, a 5th blue ray archetype. And so the humans are just starting in 1, 2, and 3. Their goal is to come into the 4th green ray. So why do we have all these nonsensical BS chakra charts, right? The real chakra chart should indicate, here's what a 3-strand aura looks like. And show the 3 rays. Some blue and orange and yellow. No, I meant to say red, orange, and yellow. That's kind of like a muddy brown. When you mix those 3 colors in a palette, you mix those 3 rays together, what do you get? It's not very pretty. Okay? And I just want to say, and I can speak from personal experience because about these machines that supposedly show you your aura. It's complete bullshit. This is higher frequency energy that's not part of Earth system. And you're going to tell me, like, this is back in the day, like 15 years ago when I had a lot of money. I bought a $5,000 machine that supposedly read my aura from galactic skin response. Hey, I was ignorant back then. I didn't know all this stuff back then, right? You put your fingertips and the machine will show you your aura. Man, it would show me something, but I know it was not correct or right. And I made a big deal to this company because, hey, man, I sent them $5,000 for this machine. You guys, these machines do not show you. They don't have technology to show you your aura. And with the Kirlian photography is not the same thing. If they're not showing you 7 colors or 5 colors, they're showing you some plasmic color that's on the body, kind of like radiating from the body. It's not the same thing as what is the aura? They're coming from the primal light fields. It's light spectra. Light spectra is scientific. That's a waveform. Red is a different waveform than orange, than yellow, than blue, than indigo. These are different light spectra, different frequency. The soul is a higher frequency than incarnate earth. So the higher soul goes into a low dimensional body form. But you're a starseed and you have that consciousness. And you start meditating, you will notice a difference when you start doing breath work. Actually, you don't do it that fast. You just really slow inhale. Quadruple you're inhaling. Make it a lot slower. Hold your breath. And you start seeing chakra in your third eye. You see the green star. You see the green orb, sphere. You'll see a blue one, a blue sphere. You'll see an indigo sphere, star. Hey, now you're connecting to your soul. And it is your soul, once again, who will tell you who you are. You don't need anyone. You don't need anything to have it. Ooh, 99. It just said 99. There was 99 people. Okay. You don't need anything to tell you who you are. You learn, these teachings are about the inner God, the inner Christos, the inner Christ, looking within. Not out here. Somewhere for God, somewhere for your soul, somewhere for Christ. First of all, the definition of Christ is different in our system, right? So Christ is a 12, remember, what I try to teach you guys to do. When you hear the word Christos or Christ, know it's 12th dimensional consciousness. 12D. Christ is 12D consciousness. What's 5D compared to 12D? We're pulling in 12D, okay? Not just the soul. But the soul is important to us. It is the most relevant to us. Most of the ETs and aliens and past lives, future lives, are going to be from here. That's why it's the most, that's the one you're going to be going to. You're going to be returning to this level. Okay? We're here, and when you ascend, you'll come somewhere in the heart chakra, which is the 4th dimension, which is inner earth. Or you're going to go in 5th dimension, which is Tara. Or you're going to go into the 6th dimension, it's also Tara, but it's in a higher dimension. So, bring in that chakra, and these teachings will teach you how to activate your chakra, how to bring in your chakra. And there's something in the Emerald Order teachings, there's a healing system called Kathara. And in this Kathara workshop, it's a video workshop that's probably like 21 hours, the Advanced Kathara Workshop by Ashana Dean. Her name is Ashana Dean, the same one who wrote Voyagers. She made a bunch of workshops, and she's an Emerald Order Speaker 1. And so you will find in this Kathara workshop video series how to do Doratic phase currents. Doratic phase currents. D-O-R-A-D-I-C. Doratic phase. Doratic is 2. You'll be running 2, actually 3. You'll be running 3 chakras in your technique. It's a technique to utilize three chakras. Like, let's say, here's a quick little rundown. You wanted to work on your heart chakra, because that's what I was suggesting. You want to connect to your soul. You want to connect to your memory. You work on this, this, and this. Now, you would use Doratic phase currents on each one. And in the green ray, you have to go 3 chakra up. So 1, 2, 3. So you're going to be using magenta. No, that's violet. You're going to be using violet with the green ray. So you also use the Christ ray, the Christos ray, which is pure white. No, I made a mistake. We're going to be using the Maharata. It's the white with dark silver mixed together, which is a chrome color. So you're going to be using the kind of like a mercury, liquid mercury color or liquid metal color. It's chrome in liquid form, a chrome liquid. So you're going to use the chrome liquid with green and magenta or violet. If it's the throat you wanted to work on, the 5D, well, go 3 from there. 1, 2, 3. The thymus is the gold. So you'd be working with blue, gold, and the chrome. You want to work on a third eye? Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's a silver. So you work on indigo, silver, and the chrome. Keep on going. Whatever you want to work on, you do a Terahertz phase current on it. Regularly. Train it. You do something with bring it in and mixing the colors together with the... it's a technique that's done in steps. And you'll learn the steps, you'll memorize it, and once you get it down, baby, you'll be doing that regularly and freaking blowing up, like blowing out your chakras. Okay, you got all these kundalini practices and the serpent. What is the serpent? What is the snake? Okay, so you go into your stillness. You're not bringing up Shakti or some feminine or masculine. It's about God's consciousness, which is not masculine or feminine. Creation currents are coming through the highest points down into all the different Merkabas. 12 Merkaba, 11, 10, 9. It's going through the universal systems. The creation currents are feeding the galactic systems, the solar systems, the planetary systems, and then down into us. That's a huge macrocosm, microcosm. Okay? You want to do this Kundalini BS, or you want to work on Terahertz phase currents? What's up? Okay? You don't need no yoga position. You don't need a master guru. I know a lot of Hindu systems, you have to be worked with a master. No, you don't. You are the master. Everybody's a master. Everybody's a chosen one. You don't need someone else helping you to reach your, some self-proclaimed archangel, some self-proclaimed, what are people worshiping? Demigods and saints, Lord Maitreya, Lord Melchizedek, Lord Jehovah, Lord Brahma. You don't need no masters, gods, goddesses, lords. Inner Christ, inner God, baby. Let's get lit. The fire in chat, but let me show you the diagram real quick of this. Wait a second. Is there something wrong with the connection? Okay, I'm going to open up the diagram for you guys to see. Thank you for your patience. Okay. So this is the God's hologram. God created 1 out of 24. This is just 1 out of 24, and this is our time matrix. And so the highest levels, these are your higher selves. These are your higher selves. These are all higher selves. And let's say in this whole system, you're going to live 144 lives. And here, you're going to live in the archangel level, the oversoul level. You're going to live 144 lives. These are all higher selves than where we are on earth. Here's the soul level I just got through explaining. Okay? This is the soul level of heart chakra, throat chakra, and indigo chakra, which is, by the way, the angel level. So, it is us on earth who are psychic, who have the chakra, heart chakra starting to open, even a little bit, you guys. You're getting some soul consciousness. Remember, the soul is a level of consciousness. Here's the level of consciousness. Okay? And so you bring in the soul by focusing on those 3 chakra. And you can do Terahertz phase currents on the green ray, the blue ray, and the indigo ray. If you want to sit there and do New Age systems on chakras, go for it. If you want to be a trailblazer, use the Terahertz phase currents of Kathara Biospiritual Healing of the Emerald Order Teachings. There's another diagram. And it is your soul. This is Sorry for the background noise. These 3 chakras, once again, are the soul level. In the future, higher versions of the earth level. This is earth. This is Tara. This is earth. We're living in earth. And it is one soul projected, like I said earlier, pairs. Boy, girl, around this period. Maybe there's some teenage kids now who are just got incarnated here. Okay, here's a pair, twin flames, soulmates. You lived in all these periods of time. Let's say you're right here. Let's say you were bodied right here. Well, this one's a higher. Oops, sorry. This one's a higher self. It's farther in the future. It has more frequency than you do. This one's a higher self. It has more frequency. These are all higher selves in front of you. In front of you. Now there's lower selves, using the same example. These would be lower selves. Okay? You build upon frequency. This being was going to go through ascension and develop frequency. In each of these lives, you're getting more and more frequency. Let me make sure okay. So, this is your soul. Sorry, I'm not trying to do that. Sometimes it just does that. It is the soul that projects 12 pieces of itself. One of those pieces is you. A lifetime here. Okay? And earth seeds only have these chakra, 1, 2, and 3. You had to live in the first dimension to have a strand 1. You had to live in this period to have the second strand. See, we're already here, so we already have the second and first strand. So, because they built on each other. All of these lifetimes of your soul built up these lower strands. So you could say, basically, our soul is progressively creating bodies for higher versions of itself. Okay? So once you have this all accomplished, you guys, you will go through spiritual ascension. And you'll go into these higher levels of yourself. You want to get to astral, which is, once again, inner earth. Whoa. Oh, there it is. I went too far. It's around the D4 period, inner earth. Okay? And so that's fourth dimensional. If you ascend to fourth dimension, if you only have 4.5 strands, you'll go to the 3.5 level, which is inner earth. If you have 5 strands, you're going to go to Tara. No, you'll be in Tara, but you'll be, some people are going to have their third eye open, so you will be in the 5D. Your body is always one dimension lower than your consciousness. So it depends on what your consciousness is at, is what your body will be at. So all humans are in the D4, projected down, their soul projected down from D4. Everybody's soul on Earth, this is what most humans are in 4D, projecting down into 3D. And see, they're up here, they're more evolved. Down here, they're making all kinds of blunders and mistakes and going through human drama, having wars, having polarity, and all this BS. Trying to awaken and trying to bring all these parts to itself in spirit. Looks like we're having some issue. It says I reconnected though. Sorry guys. Let me push refresh. I actually should be using these. I don't know why I was using those. Okay, thank you, Celine, for that. Juan Diaz, exposing too much info. Do you mean that in a good way or bad way? I don't know what you mean by that. Because some people are gatekeepers. They don't want everyone to know the information. Is that what you mean? Or are you saying it's too much to understand? Please write it in the comments, Juan. I'm glad you guys are here, and I will get lit while we got this thing going on. Who wants to get lit? Put some flame in the chat. You probably already did. If you don't already did, don't worry about it. But yeah, you guys, one of the things that we do is that we use visualization to bring in this Galactic Guardians. Yeah, baby. Yeah, what's up, Ancient University? Celine in the house. Indigo, Monster Quinn. We're doing this. Now, I usually don't. At the drum circle, I usually have to do a couple of hits throughout the night because it's just on fire, man. It's just has more demand on me. There is one recording of me doing a drum circle on my channel, so if you're curious, you could go check that video out. So thank you for your patience as we prepare our medicine. I'm like, what's up? I don't see my 9 holes. There's 9 holes I have to poke with a toothpick, and sometimes these little toothpicks are not sharp enough. Like that, it just breaks off, and I gotta find another toothpick. I think that should be good enough, though. There's this one hole I can't see. Now I can see it. Let me put another toothpick. So, I mean, you guys, if you feel your heart chakra, at least the heart chakra, any type of feeling or connection, like you feel in your life that you have astral consciousness, well, then you have part of your soul coming in. Okay? You have memory of your soul coming in. That's what I meant. And so, but also if you feel the same type of stimulation in your throat or your third eye, you guys, I physically feel it, and maybe some of you do too. That's definitely an indication that you're a starseed or indigo, because most humans don't have those. You see how most humans don't believe in this stuff. Most humans don't believe in chakras or auric fields, aura. Remember, they're all about prove it. I want proof. Show me the aura. Okay. Show me God. Prove God. Prove whatever, you know. They're stuck in, they don't see. And that's okay. That's their choice. That's their, you know, it wasn't just this life. It was many choices they did in other lives. They're still in the third dimension. They're still wondering what the aura is. Is it real? Are these energies and spiritual beings real? They don't know yet. This is why religion is based on faith, because they don't know. They can't see. When you start talking about what you see and what you feel, they think you're crazy or weird or demonic or satanic or Luciferian. Right? They'll say that if you're, you know, they make it look all bad. Like religion makes it look bad if you're seeing visions. Even though some people in the Bible, 1101 is the average V duration. 111. Yeah, it's very interesting how when you watched Voyagers, not Voyagers, Vikings series, the Vikings, you will probably have a totally different opinion about religion. Because that gets graphic, and it shows you that there's not many differences between pagans and Christianity. They have a lot of the same things, similar things. Besides multiple gods, I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the same type of characters inside the divine, which is not sacred. It's not holy, it's unholy. So let's connect to this, our higher chakra. This medicine doesn't help you with sin. I never said that. Okay? I'm not saying use it as a crutch all the time. The goal is to get to a point where you don't need anything. That you could just simply feel or experience. I mean, because when I was on medicine before, mushroom before, there's things that I experienced that were impossible to experience in the 3D. There's no way I could come up with some of those things in the 3D. There's no way my hand could go through a wall in the 3D. You see what I'm saying? Or there's no way I could see aura in the entire room in the 3D. So it doesn't help you sin, but it helps you confirm and experience. So if you want any type of way besides the Dradic phase currents, the Kathara teachings, the techniques, you could use medicine to help you temporarily, right? It lasts for just a little while, to connect to your soul, which is the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and the third eye chakra. Machiwa! Indigo Wizard Vato! That's interesting. The first 4 syllables sound like Kirashe almost, but it's Karaya Sataya Allah. Kirashe Kundare. Thank you so much, brother. You're awesome, man. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm happy. Some people are the real deal. So let's get lit. Let's charge it real quick. It's plugged up, man. It's plugged up. I will try to suck really hard. I'll suck really hard. I mean, think about this. It's metaphysical. It alters your consciousness at will. You altered your consciousness at will. Now, if you're not on a spiritual journey, you're just laughing and giggling and just want to have sex when you're high or party and have fun. Hey, I'm not judging that lifestyle. But when you're in a spiritual journey, you're not doing any of that. You do the opposite of that. Whoa! Let me see if I usually have earplugs. I would put earplugs in. I'd turn off all the lights. When you're on medicine, that's when you want to focus on the inner side. You don't need to meditate for 10 years. You'll do Dradic phase currents and do it within a few weeks or months. Right? The Eastern systems, it takes them 10 years, 20 years. That's what they say. It'll take you 10, 20 plus years. Hello, you're going to learn bioregenesis in this system, which is DNA restoration and regeneration because it's mutated. And so, yeah, baby. Chica, yeah. So I feel my soul, my third eye. I'm feeling it building, my soul building up in my chest, my heart, my fourth dimensional chakra, the Templar, my fourth Templar, my fifth Templar. I feel it a little bit, but I definitely feel my heart and my third eye and the top of my head, which is my crown, my seventh chakra, the back of my head, my feet chakra, my fingertip chakra, it just becomes amazing and divine. Okay? Amazing and divine. And people will mock it. They'll just call you high. They'll just make derogatory comments while they're not experiencing anything like that. They don't see godlike energies. They're in profane, into the flesh. They don't see what's behind. They don't see spirit. They don't connect with God anymore. God, it's an afterthought to them. Right? So you connect to God regularly, man. And not from religion. Okay? You connect to God by going inside yourself. And they can't stand that. No. They'll damn you. Judge you. No. Yes. Transmute. Okay? That old paradigm, it no longer serves you. It's meant to be harmful to take and to, what's that called? Diminish. It's like you are being hampered. You're being throttled back. You're just 10% of the whole that you used to be. You know that's like 10%. So reclaim it. Bioregenerate. Get 20%. Get 30% consciousness back. Get 40%. Raise your consciousness by opening your chakra. Running current through your energy, which is at our level Kundalini energy. I'm talking about, when I was talking about Kundalini earlier, there's a lot of BS New Age systems about Kundalini awakening, Kundalini this, Kundalini that. It's a creation current. It's God's consciousness at certain vibrations. There's the Blu-ray fifth dimensional vibration. There's the 1144. The average view duration, 11 minutes and 44 seconds. 2 master numbers. And thank you. I meant to say also, brother, thank you for the 999. That is a personal power number for me. And I was born on 99. So I just saw nines later in my life. That's when I connected to that powerful energy. 999. And so, you guys, if you want to ascend, you need to connect to your soul. Literally, you need to connect to this chakra, to this energy. Minimum, okay, here's the heart chakra, right? Minimum, you have to get halfway to your throat chakra. So you have to have green ray and some blue ray a little bit. Right? It's a consciousness. It's a strand of DNA. It's a key to that level of reality. So you could go out of it by falling in consciousness. Now you no longer have that. It's active in your consciousness. It's become dormant. It's sitting in what's called your junk DNA. Your soul is in your junk DNA. For most humans. I mean, indigos are already coming from the soul level. So that's what I'm saying. I mentioned earlier, they already have some of that. They do have to just awaken to it. Like if you have totally 3D family growing up, you may not connect to it to your adult or whenever you're able to. Like I'm one of those late bloomers. Or it could be that I walked in. Or it could be that I was supposed to be activated later. There could be like sleeper agents, sleeping to get to the next, if it's a walk-in, your first version, gosh, dude, it's so weird. Because I just look at myself and I see my old versions of myself. I can instantly travel to myself and see myself how I was and be disappointed. I'm like, I don't want to be this, but I had to be this. I love myself. I love my past selves and my mistakes. It brought me to this level. You guys can think of that in the same way. Those other bad versions of yourself you think is bad and not so great, but hey, you had to get to a process of changing, healing, and returning to a higher version. Okay? And sometimes you have to go back to heal it. You have to return to a bad memory, a painful memory, and acknowledge it, like that you're healing. You know why it happened, and you've gone beyond that understanding, and now you can heal it and let it go and release. You just transmuted. That's what transmuting is. Transmute a negative thought. Just say the opposite thought. And it cancels it out. As soon as you catch yourself doing what you don't want to do anymore, but you're used to that and you're in a habit of it, but you told yourself, if I say that again, cancel it out. If I have another negative thought, you know which thoughts I don't want to have anymore. I cancel them out by visualizing. Once again, you're using imagination. You're using your third eye. You're seeing the opposite thing of what you just said that you don't want to say, that you're trying to self-program it out, Because that's what shadow work is, you guys. We got to catch our shadow thoughts. Capture them. That means remember, oh yeah, I don't want to say that anymore. You cancel it out. You cancel it out. Do shadow work. Cancel negative thoughts out. As soon as it comes in, cancel it out. We're not perfect down here. Something could trigger your dark side. Okay? Something could make you angry. Something could make you jealous. Something could make you judge someone. But you're not a judgmental person in general. But something in this world could trigger you. It could be something you eat. It could be something you see. Something you smell. Anything could make you change without, mindfulness. We've got to be Jedi, homies. Jedi in our mental capacity, our mental focus, our mental, will. Like, we're so involved in 3D and the body, and we just get lost and disconnected from spirit, disconnected from our higher selves. I mean, this is about the soul. Most people have no connection to the soul. Because one of the big reasons is, which we sort of explained today, is because they don't have the proper definition of a soul. And that is what my message is about. This innerchristos transmutes that old pattern. We're transmuting our shadow, you guys. That which no longer serves us. Religion no longer serves us. It has failed. It doesn't talk about what is God. It doesn't know what is God. Look. So we transmute now. Now we go and realize unity consciousness. Christ consciousness. All are, the sacred law of one is all are one. All are the creator. All are God. Even the people you don't like, they're God too. Some arrogant prick, some wench, bitch, they're God too. They're all God at different frequency vibrations. And think about this. You fell into this lower vibration. You're surrounded by a bunch of other lower vibrations. You're surrounded by other narcissists. Now you're surrounded by other thieves and criminals and whatever low vibrations, low energies, low manifestations. Now you're in a pool of it. So now you're in more negativity. What do you think the more 111? There's 111 people online. What did I say about ones tonight? What did I say about ones? 111. Okay, negative polarity. You keep falling into more criminals, more dark thoughts, more sacrifices, more sick, all this wicked energy, vampiric energy, narcissist, psychopathic energy, attacking energy, warlike energy, judgmental energy, sacrificing, torture, molestation, rape, all that terrible stuff is against attacking, harming, killing, dominating, mind warping, being cruel, angry God, judgmental God. Yeah. Okay, you get this energy. You feeling this energy. You understand, Holy One? Machiwa. Connect to your soul, vatos. Connect to it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make a poll right now. 111, still 111. I'll make a pact with you guys. Not a pact. Let's make a poll. If you feel your heart chakra, your throat chakra, or your third eye, or do you think you have that consciousness in your thoughts, you could say yes to this poll. The poll will ask you, do you have a connection to your soul? Do you feel that you are connected to your soul? And just be honest, you guys, because no one's going to know your answer. Just put the truth so we can see the real, what people are thinking, Do you feel connected to your soul? Whatever that means to you, I guess, But we explain the soul in a different way. And you guys write it in the comments too, because it creates a nice dialogue for everyone to read later. Do you feel connected, if I could spell, to your soul? To your soul. What's this? Oh, it looks like there's a poll, questions and answers. I still haven't done that. I'll try to do it. Yes, no, or I'm not sure. I usually like to add I'm not sure in case someone doesn't want to answer yes or no. I am not sure. Yeehaw, baby! All of you 11 souls are staying online. Yeah, man, what's up? 111, you come on in. Coming on in at 92% say they have. And you guys, if you haven't, don't worry. No one's judging you here in a group of unity. We're not meant to. We're not supposed to. No judgment. Hey, I was in those low levels. I just told you I wouldn't want to. I would be disappointed. Like, man, I had to suffer. I had to suffer because I didn't connect to my soul. I think when I was really early in spirituality, I always felt like this attitude, like, they think they're better or something. Like a rebellious attitude. Like some teenage punk who doesn't want to listen to his parents anymore. F them. F adults. F the world. I'm going to do whatever the F I want. You know, that kind of attitude when you're a teenager, teenage punk. I was a teenage punk. So, you know, we think we know everything. We're full of so much life force when we're young. We're youthful. We have drive. We have, we find motivation. We have so much energy. We're not going to stay still. And you're so horny, and you got like things to learn about school and what college or what focus is going to be your life, what job, what career. Oh, where does marriage and kids come in? We have so much energy until we hit our 30s and 40s. You start to feel the death hormone. It kicks in. It all starts depleting. You know, you have less life force. Now your body looks aged. Less life force. Apparently you can expend it. Whatever life force you had, you start to go into a withering and wrinkling, aging and dying. Why? Because your life force is depleted. Keep sustaining life force. You will not deplete. You will not age. Get enough prana, you could be breatharian. How do you think breatharian works if you're not taking in food or water? You can still be breatharian and drink water, but I'm saying some don't drink water either. You know, all humans originally were breatharians. And we had different like bodies, different appendages, different shapes, different appearance too. You know, we are no longer just carbon up there at the soul level, dimension 4, 5, and 6. Remember, they're levels of reality. So the soul beings, they have this higher advanced society, they're in the galactic level. They're traveling the galaxy and going through, you know, stargates to other dimensions and other galaxies, other universes. To us, apparently, it's just fairy tale. It's just science fiction. It's the future that we will become. No, honey. You know, many other civilizations are much more advanced than you, 99 people online. I love you, holy ones, all you 99 souls. In the future, you're going to be going beyond into whatever, even higher than what your imagination is now. Whatever you can imagine, you'll be doing more, that and more. And then you'll be in some super far future where you don't even have physical bodies anymore. You'll be pure consciousness. You know, like you can think of, you'll be in the dream world now forever. Not forever, but you know, now you're in the dream world. You've graduated to being in the dream world. You know, there ain't going to be floors and walls and stuff. You're not going to be maybe even looking like a four-legged, you know, a hominid, humanoid. You're going to look like different creatures and things. Like I've seen myself as an Orifeme or Azurite, because it was definitely blue for me. So it was beings that don't even look humanoid. I've saw myself gestating, and I know that's what some of the Orifeme do. They go through a gestation. They don't need sex. They don't, they just are able to create, you would say, on their own. There isn't like males and females per se, but there's certain Orifeme that have more magnetism, so that would be feminine, but there's no features of a female or a male. So this is what you could call male or female if it has more electrical and the one has more magnetism. That would be still technically, I guess, female or male, but just know that there is no sex organs of male or female. You're androgynous. So that's kind of weird, though. I mean, that's just what I read in the teachings. I'm trying to see them as different perspectives. So, but because if you have magnetism, more magnetism, do you call it a girl, or is it just still androgynous but more feminine? That's something coming from me, guys. I'm like tripping out. Sometimes I trip out on the information. I'm thinking it as I'm saying it. I'm like, wait a second, because I'm writing all these articles, and so I have to read a lot of this workshops and manuals and stuff to help teach, and so that's why this is my life work. So I should be knowledgeable and good at it, right? So that's one thing about Lisa Renee that I don't agree with, because she talks a lot about. I mean, I love her, and I agree with most of her stuff, but she keeps talking about male and female all the time, like masculine side or feminine side, and so she'll say even God or goddess. So I don't agree with that, because I know for a fact that gender stops at density 3. So that's what I was just saying about the androgynous beings that are more magnetic. Why? I don't. That doesn't res with me, man. You're androgynous because you're not more magnetic or electric. You see me having this own debate with myself, right? Being androgynous means you don't have more magnetic and electric. So why is it saying in Voyagers 2? Because I just made a video about the Orifeme. Oh, let me see. I did it this morning, right? Was it this morning? No, it was yesterday. Okay, so it was yesterday. Let me look at Instagram. Because I don't know why, you guys, but after I made this video, I made a huge connection to this being the Orifemes. I realized and I think it was the beings that I saw in 2023. And what was it called? April 20. Holy cow, that's coming up. 420 is coming up. I wonder if I should do medicine like I did in that time. And I had this profound awakening. That's when I saw my Christos avatar. I saw my Christos avatar in 420 of last year. So the reunion is coming up. Machiwa. 49,000. That's not like obviously a viral video, but wait, this is day 2, so that's in 2 days. But let me look on TikTok real quick. Yeah, because if it hit 50,000 already, then yeah, it would be something that could go high. Yeah, it's not. It's about the same on TikTok. So, anyways, I have a different channels, you guys, and if you have on different social media, I'm probably on there. You just have to go to the links in my channel, and I usually put the links below in the video too. And so, and you guys can leave personal messages if you need to reach out to me, direct message or anything. Use Instagram or Facebook or email. So, either one. And if you guys like this work, let me make sure everything's good on your end. Yeah, it looks like it. You guys, if you learned anything from this video or any of these teachings, you guys please consider supporting Christos Avatar. And I thank you for the small gift of $5 or whatever you feel called to, because with that I can grow and do better and have a better show. And I work all the time, every day. Like I just did a drum circle. I'm sore, but I'm still doing this. And I wanted to say, hey, I made that Orifeme video, and I'm also selling the art for it. Like I already posted 3 art pieces of the Orifeme. And so that's one way you can get an exchange of energy, right? So thank you for that exchange of energy. You could also leave live donations here. There's a little $sign. Just hit that $sign. Support your brother Thavian's work. And also, you could do it by going to my Etsy shop and buying a crystal or one of my artworks. Or you guys can also support this channel by becoming a member, a paid member. And so you will get access to our Discord chat server, and you'll be talking with us. And there's an active group there, and bless you guys who are doing that. Thank you so much for holding space for the Christos team. Team Christos, Team Indigos. What's up, Indigo? Give me 5. Yeah, you guys will get connection to the Discord server, and you guys can ask questions. People are glad to help there. A lot of loving people. And what's up? Celine! Wow, 1111, another more set of ones. Thank you, Star Sister. You're awesome. I can't do this without you. And bless you for that. And such a wonderful, group of people. I'm glad to have you guys. You're my family, my homies. Thank you, Star Sister. Star Gangster. We're gangsters in Christ. Christos. Gangsters in Christos, man. What's up? And so, connect to your soul, homie. Remember, once again, unity. It's the law of one. A universal law. All are God at one mint, one mind, one body, one source, one spirit. Okay? This is all one. Being having many, countless expressions at different frequencies, different, rotation of particle spin. It's a science. It's a spiritual science. It talks about math and physics and stuff, but it also talks about spirit and God and aliens and angels and the creation mechanics. You get context in this teachings. You have context. He talks about the physics of it, the structure of God, the structure of the matrix, the hologram matrix. Okay, and it's just because it's a hologram doesn't mean it's not significant, not alive, or not real as this world. You got it backwards. Those spiritual worlds are more real than this world. You don't see it from just your point of view. You got to realize they are higher vibration. They're in the future, higher evolved. So what's interesting is it's like you wake up to this and you see some other parts, and it might just be part. You'll see it in dream work. You'll see it in your life repeating like a pattern. Those are signs that you're connected to certain things. Like animals, spirit guides, they will be connections to other things. A cat will connect you to one thing. A dragon will connect you to another thing. An insect bug, like a dung beetle, is worshipped in Egypt. It's the dung beetle. The scarab is the dung beetle. It rolls dung. Sounds disgusting, right? But it's sacred. And so it could be a bird god, energy, spirit, shaman stuff. Wakaya. Masutas. And it was awesome. Much love to all of you. Nirvana, you said it, Paul. Thank you for sharing experiences and kindness. I know, right? Wouldn't you guys want to be in this vibration? Like, why does someone want to be in the vibration of anger? Like, I catch myself if it ever comes up or creeps up. Ooh, you just stop that stuff. Remember, you visualize the opposite. You guys got to get used to transmuting like that throughout your day. That it's kind of like a leftover remnant. And you'll get better and better and better in transmuting it all out until it won't be a pattern anymore. You finally clean it up out of your system, right? Giannis, 111. More ones in my day, and her message is 111. Woohoo! Thank you, Giannis. Much love, much respect. Thank you, guys. Bless you for sharing this space with me and for being part of this energy. This is a transmission of spirit, and thank you for that exchange. Much respect, you guys. Exchange of energy. And this is how I can eat, you guys. And I just want to say something personal, you guys. It's a little bit sad, so I warn you ahead. It's a little bit sad, but we will change that sadness into a happiness. Because I've talked about her before. So I don't feel right if I don't say it. But my neighbor, the elderly lady, Kathy, has died. And it was on the 5th of April. And the cancer took her out. And, I had witnessed her being picked up by an ambulance twice. And so she just ended up being in the hospital and then ended up being in hospice. And then she's gone. So I just would like to ask you guys to send positive blessings to her. Positive blessings to her soul. And any type of completion, any type of, healing, any type of positive vibrations, or just good intention towards Anuhazi's neighbor, Kathy. Because I've talked about her before. And we prayed for her. Well, this was what her soul's timing is. So, it was sad to see her deteriorate. It didn't even take long. It took like maybe 2 months, before it was like we used to go out to eat together. And she was a bit negative. I mean, she talked a lot of political stuff that was negative.
So I don't know. All I can send is blessing to her soul and to her transition. Yeah, you can say something about her transition. Kathy, yes, thank you so much, you guys. Blessings, thank you for that. And that's what we do. We like to heal those that we love. And we said that to each other, me and Kathy, we did. So, and you guys know that I don't think a funeral or a transition doesn't have to be sad and depressing, and that you have to wear black. Think about that. Think about wearing black when someone died. Right? It's a weird energy. Why'd you want to choose black for? Machiwa. So there's all kinds of different traditions for that kind of stuff. Egyptians would mummify your body. And they had this occult stuff about their path in the underworld. Or Valhalla, the Viking path of death, carnage, conquering and stealing. It's all honorable stuff. Shit. Go to Valhalla or go to Allah if you murder and sacrifice. It's, sacrifice your own life. It's honorable. It's good. It's righteous. Bullshit. Sacrifice, death, murder, it's nothing good. It's a vampiric, a dark energy attacking. Malignant. So, see things for energy, in an energy point of view, guys. Look at that energy and see what system it's coming from. The phantom matrix energy. It's anti-life. It's Death Star Merkaba mechanics. It hates life. It attacks life. It's against life. Against God. Against Christos. Anti-Christos. And you can feel this type of energy that's attacking. Excuse me, rub my eye. So, are you allowing this in your life? Are you allowing something to attack you? Are you putting up with someone attacking you energetically, physically, or mentally, or emotionally, or spiritually? Are you just allowing it? Are you going along with it? Do you think you have no choice? So now you're dealing with some assault, molestation, perversion, manipulation. So we don't allow. No. Love yourself. Love yourself, Holy Ones. Reclaim yourself. Relearn about who you really are. You're God, sovereign, free. You're part of the unified field of God. Everything is part of Creator, is Creator. What's up, God? Connect to your pure white star, your white flame. We are returning to our flame bodies. Bring it in, Holy Ones. Bring in the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown, the thymus, the thalamus. I know there's stars like the galactic 1, the galactic 2, the universal 1, the universal 2, the Earth star. So, and the colors that match those ones, because they're all chakra, they're all spectra, light spectra. The three primal flames, the blue flame, the gold flame, the violet flame. See, maybe you just heard of the violet flame, but you didn't forget the other two flames. They're a trinity. Remember that those numbers: 3, 3, 3, triple trinity, 9, 9, 9. 3 flames, not one. Just the violet. Technically, this is what they're really called. The colors: pale turquoise, but people will say blue flame. But you would see a pale turquoise. You're not looking for a blue flame. That's only 5 dimension. You want the 13th dimensional. Okay, the 13th dimensional is pale turquoise. The 14th dimensional, pale yellow. It's called the gold flame, but it's actually pale yellow. And then the 15th dimension is violet. They call it violet flame, but it's actually pale magenta. Pale turquoise, pale yellow, pale magenta. So this is part of your 15th dimensional anatomy. And so you don't see magenta. That's too bright or too vivid. You want pale magenta. You don't want gold. You want pale yellow. It's not violet. That's the 7th chakra. It's pale magenta. I see it right there. Such a soft, gentle ray. They're all pastel, like lighter shades of the original color. It's freaking the 3 flames: blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. These races, these pastel rays, they're not called that. I'm just trying to get you to visualize. Machiwa. See the pale light. And these are technically called liquid light. They're liquid light. 999! Oh my gosh, that's powerful. Star Vow. Much respect, Holy One. Thank you so much. You're brilliant. A shining star. Appreciate the space you make for us to connect and share love and knowledge. Thank you, Star Sister. Yeah! Positive vibes. It's a river. It's a river flowing, roaring. Have you ever been next to a roaring river? I have in Peru. In Agua Caliente, where you will find Machu Picchu. You got to take this scary ass, and I do mean that. When you go to Machu Picchu, you have to take this scary ass bus ride. Like, OMG, I don't want to look kind of bus ride. It's like they have such narrow roads next to a cliff, and the bus driver is going fast. And it's weird because they have one way. So some of the times you have to stop and wait for one of you to go by each other, because you get to the side. There's little points they could set to the side. They can't go two-way, you know. Oh my gosh, that ride scared me, man. And so, you're like freaking out. But anyways, yeah, we had to go up it and down it. But anyways, it was Yeah, because one time, I think it was 2 times, if I was going up or down, it happened 2 times. We were coming and another one was coming. So one of them had to back up. It was, oh, shit. Because Machu Picchu, well, there's parts of Peru that are like elevation of like 16,000 or something like that. Something high. So the cliffs are pretty freaking crazy, colossal. And just realize that that's part of Earth's body. And elevation is something to do with energy too. So as this level of frequency, it blends into a transition into the next frequency. So if it's like a gradient, like if you see a gradient of the color red changing into orange, there's multiple stages, right? You transition from the here to the fourth. You're gonna merge. There's gonna be times where there's gonna be a point where you're switching one to the other in progression. So a lot of us are experiencing our awakening to our soul, but it's a process, you guys, and maybe sometimes you'll get some huge downloads, and you could say a lot of synchronies and a lot of awakenings, and when you go through, like we were talking about earlier, some of us, this information has changed your life. Sometimes you have like leaps when you finally get something important in this work or in yourself and in your spiritual evolution. You'll have this aha, this brilliant understanding now suddenly, and it made an important influence in your life to have this experience. So you made a leap instead of just a normal cruising. Maybe you had a few leaps. I've had a few leaps in my life. And I would say that this information leaped me, man. And it started in 2010, which is what, important date came after the 2012. And according to Voyagers, there were some things that happened in 2012. So we're just, I don't know, maybe you guys can look back when you were in 2012. Maybe there was a transition you did around that time. Thara and Ascension are trying to learn it, and I don't know, you start having all these changes happening that are supernatural or paranormal or just crazy synchrony, and something is happening. And when I look at my earlier self, I had a lot of doubt or uncertainty because I didn't have the actual perceptions. I was hungry to have a psychic experience. I was hungry to feel any type of spiritual, because my heart believed, but I hadn't had proof for myself. I needed an experience. So yeah, I had to go through that phase. That sucked. And now I look at my life and I have found and remembered my Christ avatar. I've seen it a few times, high level parts of myself. And I'm experiencing psychic perceptions. I feel my chakra, which I didn't even know existed before. And I've felt energies. I've seen energies. I've had clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. That's coming from someone who didn't have anything. So you guys, all I could say is keep it going. I mean, don't give up if you haven't had proof that satisfies you. 99 souls in line. Nines, man. The numbers are off the chart. See, we get a taste of that when we come together. What's up? This is a group mind. We are in a space together right now. 99 souls in a space right here. We're a group energy. Thank you for being part of it. Machua. And you guys, the poll, remember the poll we made? 90% of you, there's another 9. 90% of you say yes. You feel you're connected to your soul, which is heart chakra, throat chakra. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's most of you here. So you connect to your higher self, your soul, your angel level, or you connect to the archangel level, oversoul, or you can connect. Remember, this is where you start to have no gender. So some archangels have no male or female principle. So and plus they transition into being more of a collective consciousness, which is so weird to experience in up there, man. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of beings I see in the higher realities, they're constantly shape-shifting. Excuse me. Like, you think of a shapeshifter like something turning into a wolf. Lycanthrope, or what do they call him? Werewolf, right? And so, but no, and look how horrible that experience is. They always show the transition from a human to a wolf very painful, like horrible pain, and things turning into the wolf, and the thing is screaming or whatever, and so. Well, that's nice. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about shape-shifting, like instantaneously morph to another being, a different shape and features, and like magic or some shit. Like poof, you're some different being. That's shape-shifting. Well, and not only that, can you shape-shift? Well, you can do it like hundreds of times a second. You were just a whole bunch of different beings. Shapeshift. That's kind of extreme, but you know what I'm saying. I would see these beings shapeshifting constantly. I mean, I've seen many races that shape. Like, I was surrounded by most of these beings are just there's some hyper evolved state. It's not. It's beyond the body. It's beyond gender. They don't look male or female anymore. It's omnipolar. It's not polarized into female or male. It's omnipolar. It's got it balanced out. So when you take male and female, you look with no gender. Look at androgynous pictures. Like, just do a search on androgynous person or androgynous people. You'll see what they don't look like. You can't tell if it's male or female because it's androgynous. It's both equal together in one. And the or female are androgynous. They could procreate together, or they can and they don't do it like we do it. They have a whole different type of sex. And so, but they can do that themselves. Like, you can have your own children, And, sometimes in some races, the child is at birth intelligent and speaking. Has memory, turn on. Can you imagine starting a life and having your memory turned on? You don't need to go to kindergarten. You don't have to go through, anything, because you just know it. You came in with it plugged in, vato. What's up? That is not supernatural. It's actually natural, but it would be supernatural in today's world, right? So, oh, you can't teleport. Yes, you can. Walk through a wall then. I want to see you. I want proof. People can't go inside themselves. So they want proof of it. They want you to prove to them. They want you to show, oh, I can't see it. So you show me. I want to see it. Huh? You're supposed to also go do the work, man. And if you don't see it, it doesn't mean they're lying and it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean they're making it up. But some people will be at such a low awareness, they're not going to feel no vibrations. They don't even believe psychic powers exist. They think you're lying if you said that you see dead people. The sixth sense? Prove it! I see them. Why don't you? You want me to prove that to you. You're insulting yourself. Right? You prove it by awakening your abilities. You go on a spiritual journey, you practice meditation, you practice breath work, you do run thoracic phase currents, for example. You actually doing stuff. No wonder you're experiencing things and they're not. Thank you for those hearts, Holy One. Because some people say this stuff is not real. What are you doing? You're crazy. You're loco. Thank you. That's a compliment, homie. That means I'm different than you. I don't want to be you, Vato. I want to awaken myself, not attack myself. Not judge myself. What are you doing? You're certainly not loving yourself. Love yourself, homie. Come on, give yourself a hug. I love myself. Come on, that wasn't good enough. Squeeze. Really kiss yourself. Respect yourself. Honor yourself. Don't allow yourself to be in an abusive relationship. Just say no. No, thank you. Not anymore. Goodbye. I learned that, I deserve to love myself. I love myself. I am beautiful. And I don't listen to negative, dark people, who don't want any type of harmony. They don't want no romance. They don't want no freedom of it's like, that's old shit. That's your old self. You don't want that anymore. You want something better for yourself, right? You want to evolve, not stay in one place. You should be sparked with, like when you were young, you just wanted to do so much and accomplish so much. You had all this energy and it get depleted. Not if you keep doing pranayama or yoga, like stack, qigong, tai chi. You actually learn techniques here too. And you build all this repertoire, these tools of consciousness. Become a master. You have no problems connecting to your soul, but you're also connecting to your oversoul and your avatar and your ascended master, holy ones. You are mighty, so aim high, and you will reclaim the keys to the kingdom. You want to rise? You want to see through your soul's eye? Like, what's my mission? What's your purpose? What does my soul want me to do here? It is your soul putting you here. So what is it that you need to do? What are you going to do, homie? Ask yourself. Ask your soul. Go into, remember again, you start with an intention. I'm going to do this. So that's your intention. You make a visual in your head. You repeat it. You keep on visualizing, you accomplishing it, you having it, you being it. It has to be now you have it. See you having it. I think when I was younger and I was getting into learning about making a business, I was learning about my goals would be how to make $1 million. That's not what I'm doing now. I'm talking about my other self. So my life was based on planning that to happen. Like if you ask me, what did you want to do when you were younger? Like what kind of job or career or dream? My dream was to be a filmmaker. Believe it or not. I wanted to make movies. And all I can remember is using throughout my life, a bunch of different video cameras to make little movies with my friends and stuff, like little stories, little skits. Most of them were humorous or comedy, but and I even took a few college courses in filmmaking or whatever. And I did some acting, and I was in modeling, and so it's like didn't end up being my life passion. And that's okay. I mean, I'm sort of making movies now, but not the same. But I was in a few what do you call them? Background actors in movies. Like my most famous movie the movies that were famous. The most famous movie I was in the one with Matt Damon and Jason Bourne 5. Remember, he was gone in the fourth one. See, but he came back in the fifth one. Because they put a different Jason Bourne, right? Or some shit. Or they did something, a different actor. But yeah. I was even in the trailer, but it happened so fast you would have to go frame by frame to see me. Because I walk right behind Matt Damon as he comes out of a hotel or something. He comes out of somewhere. I did that myself. I went through it's on YouTube. You look through the Jason 5 trailer, and he comes out of somewhere, and there's some dude walk behind him, and that was me. So I've seen him face to face. It's so trip. I saw Jason Bourne. What's up? I was on stage with him. There was a time where he walks in, and I was walking towards it. Like, you were on set different days and different scenes. And so I was in different scenes with Matt Damon. I was also in Andrew Dice Clay movie, one of his TV shows or one of his episodes. And I saw him face to face, and it was weird. Like, I was never a fan of Andrew Dice Clay. I just know who he is, but I was in one of his movies, and that was fun to do because I saw a few famous people around that set. And I was in some Chinese movie, so it wasn't even in English. But I was in that movie because their story came to Vegas, and then they, left. But so there was a bunch of actors needed, or background actors needed, and so I was in that movie. I'm not sure if there's another one. Maybe there is. I just don't remember right now. So I wanted to do that and see, and then one of my ideas was to become a businessman first, so I had my own money to make my own movie, like a independent filmmaker. So that was my dream. I mean, I was an actor all through school and high school, Then I was making videos and home movies and shit. And being in movies. And of course, I love movies. I mean, they're part of us. That's part of it. Any culture, really. They love entertainment. And one of the biggest ones is movies or TV shows or whatever. So that was a little bit about me. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it's like a great time to be alive, baby. Because there's people connecting to their soul. They're finding their heart chakra. They're finding their throat chakra. They're finding their indigo ray. What's up? Makuya. Dora. Cloister Dora Torah plates, baby. Cloister is from the stars. Cloister is from the ascended masters. We come from the Melchizedek cloister emerald order. Translates into starseed by the time you get down to here. We're starseed cloister Ayani Janus Azarites Oraphim angels. We are these guardian angelic nations, bringing in unity consciousness, standing in our Christ consciousness, bringing back this omni love, innerchristos love, baby. What's up? You feel it? It's a gangster lifestyle, a Christos gangster lifestyle, homie. What's up? Are you Jedi training today? Practicing your currents, running it through your body, visualizing your Merkaba star today. Come on. I want to see you quadruple your breath, your inhale and exhale. I want to see you hold it, baby. Come on, hold it. In the Hindu system, you're learning your bandhas, your locks, as you're doing your asanas, as you're doing your breath work. Well, yeah. See, it's a system, a science, a spiritual science. You don't just learn the philosophical part. You actually practice. You become an adept who becomes, it was a novice once, and then an adept, and then a master. Find your Christ master avatar. It's inside your junk DNA. It's dormant. You need to activate, turn it on, flip the switch, get the juices flowing. Bring in your soul. Bring in your oversoul. Bring in your avatar. Bring in that solar rishi. I say it that way on purpose, solar. Solar rishi. Solar rishi. What's up? You could say you're Elohai solar rishi. Or you can say Seraphai solar rishi. Or you could say Braharama solar rishi. What's up? That's the universal trinity. 1, 2, 3 again. There's 3 types of avatars. There's 3 types of archangels. There's 3 types of angels. There's 3 types of incarnates. Our level, we got subatomic particles. And another level, we got plants, animals, elementals. Between animals and elementals, you're going to find, animals and humans, between them, you have something called elemental beings. So half and half. Half human, half animal makes an elemental. Fairy, brownie, sprite, leprechaun. You got these real beings based on real, these fairy tales are actually based on real spirits and beings. They're species. They're races of extraterrestrials, multidimensionals. People don't think about these beings as being aliens or a type of race. But that's exactly what they are. They're a second density race. And if you have a strand too, well, part of you is a plant or an elemental. Any of the ones that you can learn about. So I've heard Ashana talk about this, you guys. Elementals are real beings, not just fairy tale fantasy. Like these paintings or this artwork I made today, I had to tell you that they're fantasy art, but it's not really fantasy. It's reality. But we have to call them fantasy because people have put them in that label. So I got to communicate. So I got to put fantasy, but it's not fantasy. It's reality. But hey, here we go. This is an elemental fairy being. Brownies and Sprites. What's up, homies? I mean, back in my occult days, when I didn't learn yet, I was connecting to a lot of fairies. So it was weird. Like, it was just a very unusual energy. So but just know that's lower consciousness, man. You came after that beings. They're just above animals, but below humans. I don't mean as an equality. I'm just explaining in evolution, because we went through these stages. We've all been in these stages. Maybe you were dark fairy. Or they call it fae. Dark fae. You know, you got all this mythologies, you got all this history, all this information about fairies, books, and people talking about fairies. And you know, there must be some truth to fairies. It's not just some Disney character. It's not just some children's book. It's not Cinderella, Mother Fairy, whatever. You have this real thing. They like nature, apparently. They can have abilities too. I mean, the Lemurians had two strand, but they were following law of one. So, Chihuahua. You could have intuition, empathy, feel someone's emotions. You get a good idea about someone when you live feel, kind of like reading them. Like you have an instrument helping you tell you what they're thinking, but it's part of you. You have this ability when you're aware of it, take it from a dormant state, initiation, activation, it goes into consummation, it goes through stages. And so this is part of transitioning. Okay? And you're going to be, it may not seem like you can notice physical or you would say biological evolution, but you can definitely notice the spiritual evolution. Like, I see myself from 2023 to now is a huge leap, you guys, in my personal development. And so, what will I be like in 1 year? Again, next 420, for example. We got a party for 420. Well, let me see this, what day it's on. I want to see what day it's on. Whoa, it's on a Saturday, dude. Is that coincidence? Why did I want to go see what day it's on and find out it's on this Saturday? We'll be, at least hopefully some of you will be here for 420. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Some of you on the East Coast, that's like 9 o'clock or something, 10 o'clock, I don't know. Wait, we're 3 hours difference, right? So yeah, guys, it looks like it's time, right? Oh yeah, it is time. Okay. I just have fun with you guys, and bless you guys, for being here with me tonight, and thank you guys for answering that poll. Thank you for all of you who have this wonderful positive vibes in chat. You guys are gifts to each other. You're gifts to the community and to the newcomers who are coming, and welcoming them with positive vibrations. All we can do is improve and get better and grow. So I just want to give a shout out to all of you who are members here on Christos Avatar. Bless you guys. You help me do what I can do. You help sustain me so I can do this work. I cannot do this without you. I would have to just do it sometimes part-time if I was forced to, have to do a different thing. And I made this choice. Even if I was going to be poor, I said I'm still going to just focus my life on teaching the Emerald Order teachings. So, nobody wants to be poor. But I came from homelessness, you guys. I've had to restart my whole life over. So this is just me trying to play catch up. I'm still not, I have to move, and that's going to cost me money just to move, because I have to have, because I'm not staying at this house anymore. I keep having internet issues. No, that's not going to happen. So I got to move. I even bought a dish. It didn't do jack shit. I don't know. I tried the best I could, and I followed all the instructions, and it didn't help. So, but yeah. Anyways, I'm just thankful to all of you guys who do support the work, who are members. That helps me so much, you guys. You don't even understand. I'm so happy I can do this for you guys, and so it's only going to get better. You can even look at my videos from last year and then look at the videos now. There's a huge transformation, right? And that ain't going to stop. And just like I said in 2023, at the end of it, I was saying, you guys, 2023 was super accelerating. Like, we went through a whole bunch of changes in a short period of time. What do you think the next year is going to bring us? Like, even look at your own life, you guys. See how much some of you have changed. A lot of us have truly evolved forward. I feel so gratitude that I can evolve. So, that I have evolved, and of course, we're not perfect, and we got room to grow more, better, improve ourselves more. So, we never said we're perfect, but we're just mindful of our higher consciousness, our soul level, and we want to bring that into us. Much respect to all of you. And Dune 4? I didn't know there was a Dune 4. Are you talking about the movie? I know the TV show. I love the movies, and there was even a new one that was really cool. It was awesome. But I don't know about... never heard of Dune 4. I'll have to check that out. Are you going to Congela? I don't know what that means. I'll have to look it up. I'm not sure. Robin Kirk, I love you, sister. Thank you for that. Canada, huh? Yeah. Much respect to you guys. I love you so much, and thank you for spending your time with me on your Sunday. It was a good group. We had over 100 people regularly, like close to 100 people. And a lot of activity in chat. You guys are so talkative, and bless you guys. Thank you to my moderators, Celine and Indigo Wizard and Little Alien and Starman. Thank you, all you regulars. Thank you, the members. Thank you for the donations. You guys are blessed. You make me happy. Thank you so much. You give me your positive vibes and positive words. You're so kind and thoughtful. Much respect. Good night, you guys. Have sweet dreams. Have lucid dreams. Experiment with your consciousness. Experiment with meditation. Experiment with breath work. Experiment with unity consciousness and being loving, omni-loving. Love, starting with yourself. Love yourself. Bless yourself. Be in a graceful manner. Be in a blessed manner. Not profane. Okay? We're meant to be beacons, representatives of the guardian alliance, of the Emerald Covenant. Come on, let's be living embodiments, living examples of God, Creator God. Machiwa, Vato Locos. Good night, Christos gangsters. Yeah. I'm a Christos gangster. Sup? Crystal G. Christos G. That sounds cool though, Crystal G. Crystal G. Because we become crystal beings. Christ G. Christos G. Sup, homie? Rocking and rolling. Shaddai Ure Akum Tum. Shaddai Ure Akum Tum. Shaddai Ure Akum Tum. I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar. Namaste, holy ones. See you soon on Tuesday, because it's Sunday. What's up? Yeah. Omni love, baby. Forever. Emerald Covenant for life. What's up?